In the coastal village, on the island of Sumatra in Indonesia, there lived a poor widow named Aisyah. She had a son named Malin Kundang, who was known for his good looks, intelligence, and strong character. Despite their poverty, Aisyah worked hard to provide for her son and always encouraged him to be honest, kind, and respectful to others. As Malin Kundang grew older, he became restless and ambitious. He yearned for a life of wealth and luxury, and he dreamt of traveling the world and making a name for himself. One day, a ship from a distant land arrived at the village's shore. The ship was owned by a wealthy merchant who offered Malin Kundang the opportunity to join his crew and sail with them to seek his fortune abroad. Seeing this as his chance to escape poverty and make a name for himself, Malin Kundang bid farewell to his mother, promising to return one day with riches beyond their wildest dreams. With a heavy heart, Aisyah let her son go, praying for his safety and success. Years passed, and there was no word from Malin Kundang. Aisyah, now old and weak, continued to wait for her son's return, hoping that he would fulfill his promise. One day, a magnificent ship docked at the village's shore. As the ship's crew descended, they were adorned in expensive clothing, and their captain wore a crown, signifying his rise to nobility and great fortune. The villagers gathered to witness this grand spectacle, and among them was the elderly Aisyah. When she saw the captain stepping onto the shore, she recognized him instantly. It was her son, Malin Kundang, now a wealthy and powerful man. Overwhelmed with joy and love, she rushed towards him, tears streaming down her face. However, upon seeing his old mother in rags, Malin Kundang was ashamed of his humble origins. He denied knowing the old woman and pretended to be a stranger to her. Aisyah was heartbroken and fell to her knees, weeping and pleading for his recognition and love. In front of the entire village, Malin Kundang turned his back on his mother, refusing to acknowledge her as his family. He claimed that he had no relation to the poor woman and was appalled by the sight of her. As Aisyah wept in despair, she cursed her son for his heartlessness and arrogance, wishing that he would never find happiness or peace. The curse took its toll immediately. Just as Malin Kundang's ship prepared to depart from the shore, a sudden storm arose, and fierce waves crashed against the vessel. Despite the efforts of the crew, the ship couldn't withstand the tempestuous sea, and it was engulfed by massive waves. The once proud captain was thrown overboard and turned into stone, along with his ship, which became an island off the coast of Sumatra. The island became known as Malin Kundang Island, serving as a lasting reminder of the consequences of arrogance and betrayal. As for Aisyah, her curse was fulfilled, and her son's riches turned into nothing but stone. The villagers mourned for her, honoring her as a symbol of selfless love and the consequences of forsaking one's roots. The legend of Malin Kundang has since been passed down through generations, serving as a cautionary tale against pride and ingratitude, reminding people to remain humble, kind, and grateful for their origins and the love of their families.